Hello, in this video I will show you how to solve this problem using the quadratic formula. So the quadratic formula looks like this: minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Now the quadratic formula you can get a better sense of it if you know exactly what the variables mean. So as you can tell, I've got a quadratic equation set up: 2x squared minus 12x plus 8. But if we break that down, all this equation becomes is ax squared plus bx plus c. So c is 8, b is negative 12, and a is 2. So as you can tell, those are the three variables that you need for the quadratic equation. And the quadratic equation will be used to find the x values of a quadratic equation if you cannot factor it. And if you look at this, example, you cannot factor it. Now let's go ahead and begin the problem. So we've got minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. Now we've got all the a, b, and c values. All we have left is just plugging it in and then simplifying. So minus b. Our b is negative 12. So minus of minus 12 is positive 12. So 12 plus or minus square root, and b squared minus 4ac. B squared is negative 12 times negative 12. That's positive 144 minus a times c, 16, because 2 times 8, 16. 16 times negative 4 is negative 64. And once you get negative 64, the last part of the equation is 2 times a, 2, and a is 2, so 2 times 2 divided by 4. Now this becomes 12 plus or minus square root of 144 minus 64 is 80 divided by 4. And now this is the part where you actually have to simplify that square root as much as possible. Sometimes it cannot be simplified, and that's when you have a prime number. However, 80 can be simplified, so we'll just break that down. So let's write over here. So we'll just write here. We will just write 80. And now we have to simplify 80 as many times as possible until we get all prime numbers. So this is what I mean. 2 times 40 is 80. Now, 2 cannot be simplified any further, but 40 can. 10 times 4 is 40. 5 times 2 is 10. And those are all prime numbers, so that's no longer a route to go down. And then 4 is 2 times 2. And that everything has ended in prime numbers. Now we group together the like numbers. So we find pairs of the same number. 2 and 2 pair together. And then we have a 2 here and a 2 there. And all we have left is a single 5. This means that we have 2 pairs of 2. So 2 times 2, square root 5. So that means 80 equals 2 times 2 is 4, square root 5. 80 equals 4, square root 5. Now let's write that into our equation. This is equal to 12 plus or minus 4 square root 5 divided by 4. And now this is basic simplification. So you see that divided by 4 part, right? However, 5 is not divisible by 4, and you are not allowed to divide by whatever is under the square root. But we can divide by whatever is outside the square root. So this number, if it's divisible by the denominator, we can divide by it. So 4 gets canceled out, this 4 gets canceled out, and this one gets canceled out. And this becomes 1, 1, and 12 divided by 4 is 3. Remember, these are 1, and this becomes 1 as well. Now, all we have to do is just put this into our final equation. X equals 3 plus or minus square root of 5. And that is our final answer. That is how we get our x-intercepts when a quadratic equation is unfactorable. I hope you liked this video. Be sure to watch out for more videos and subscribe. Thank you.